60 Cycle Hum features a mix of products that were purchased or provided and content that is a mix of sponsored, paid, unpaid, and Patreon funded. Use your eyes, ears, and common sense to come to your own conclusions.
Hey everyone, I'm Ryan. You're watching 60 Cycle Hum, and in this video, I've got a couple pedals to unbox. This is from a builder called Reyes Pedals, named after a coastal national park, or state park maybe, here in California. Maybe I'm not up on my national state parks. But anyways, what do we have here? We've got the, how do I pronounce that? The Kuiama? That feels right. Kuiama. I'm gonna go with that. If I'm totally wrong, correct me down in the comments. And then the black nettle. So we've got an octopus squid sort of thing here, and then a black nettle going with the Point Reyes Oceanic Park sort of theme. Also it's full of crinkly little strips of purple paper. All right, some sort of note here, maybe the manual, some sort of guide perhaps. Dear customer, that's me, apparently. We appreciate your business. Thank you so much for purchasing our Kuiama Germanium fuzz pedal. The circuit is based upon the Tonebender Mark II circuit. Fun, a Tonebender. If you want to tweak your pedal sound, you may open it up carefully and turn the lower right trimmer from left to right. Fully left is lower gain, more amp-like distortion with sustain. Fully right is all-out fuzz with less sustain. Which one do you think I'm going to go for? For your black nettle fuzz, the circuit is based on a 90s black Russian muff with some tweaks. Half the original gain of the original Big Muff design. Less gain, half the gain of a Big Muff. Interesting. Besides the component changes, we've added 2 diode selection switches to the first and second clipping stages of the circuit. For a more vintage and distorted signal, select silicon on both switches. For a smoother, more overdriven signal, select LED for both switches. Feel free to mix and match to find your favorite combination. My personal favorite is LED first and silicon second. So that's interesting. 2 fuzzes that are variations of classic circuits, but tweaked to be lower gain. I'm not sure how I feel about that yet, but we're gonna find out here in a second, right? Which guitar should I use? Everyone shout. I want you to white knuckle grip your phone right now and scream at it as loud as you can. Tell me which guitar I should select to show off these pedals. I'm counting on you. Try to be the loudest. That worked, guys. I heard every single one of you. I heard you screaming, thousands of people screaming all at once. It was pretty intense. And you know what? You guys really spoke up for the Harley Benton single cut sort of thing here. I forget the model name. It doesn't matter. I'll have the link down below. Turn on my amps. Which one first? Let's go with the Kuiama. The Tonebender style thing. Like that. true bright and nasal 60s style fuzz kind of vibe out of this pedal. It's speaking to me. Let's see how it sounds with the fuzz knob turned down. Take it back to noon. Try it on the bridge pickup. Take it all the way down. See what happens then. Interesting. It doesn't do the thing that fuzzes sometimes do where you turn it all the way down, it just disappears and completely like just flubs out or freaks out, whatever you want to call it. Interesting. Actually sounds pretty decent. Turned all the way down. Still bright and nasal in that very 60s style way. These are the riffs that I hate when I'm editing. I'm like, Ryan, that riff again? Really, you're doing that? I want to check out that trim pot. This is where I completely screw something up. And it never sounds the same ever again. I mean, the paper said that I could do it. It gave me permission. If there's a trim pot in a fuzz, and I know about it, you're going to have a tough time holding me back, that's all I'm saying. I want to twist that trim pot. Still got a whole other fuzz to check out in this video. All right, here we go. Gut check time. Look at that. Kuiama number 9. Made 3/21, 2021. It's always fun. A fun part of doing demos is getting pedals with really low serial numbers. Let's see if anyone out there can get the 10. If you get the number 10, let me know. There it is. There's 3 trim pots in here. Bunch of components. I have no idea what any of them do. I don't build pedals. I don't know how this stuff works. But I know you can twist the trim pots around and get different sounds. And you check to make sure which one it says to twist. All right, here we go. What's going to happen? I turned it all the way to the left, and it got quieter. Yeah, it's really sustaining. All right, let's try it all the way to the right. I should have marked where it started off. Whoops. Whoa, it's loud. Should have expected that. Interesting. It right off the bat, I mean, it got louder. I adjusted that with the volume knob, but also sounds like it got fuller. That kind of bright nasal 60s sound has blended into a more modern fuzz sound. Yeah, less sustained for sure. It drops off a lot quicker. It's like it's two different fuzzes. Bright and nasal, sustaining and singing on the left, and warm and big and gated on the right. Well, not really gated, but it doesn't have that long sustained thing going on. What do you guys think of that? I'm gonna try to put it back right about where it started out, I think anyways. It sounds fun to me. I kind of wish that trim pot was on the front. So I could experiment more with that when I'm playing in like a live setting scenario. That would be hard for me to pick which side I would favor. A brighter, more nasal, like true 60s sort of sound, or the fuller sort of heavy sound that doesn't sustain as long. That's tricky. Put that to the side, and we'll try out the black Nettle now. The Kuiama, it claimed to be a lower gain version of a tone bender, but it sounded like it had plenty gain to me. This claims to be a half gain version of a big muff. I don't know how I feel about that. Is it gonna be a similar gain difference that I experienced in this, where it didn't really sound that different to me, or is it gonna be dramatic? It's mostly fine, which is wild considering all those irresponsible bends I was doing. All right, let's check this thing out. Black Nettle. Put everything up to noon. I don't know where to start with those switches, so we'll just leave them there. I'm assuming Sting is the gain. That's got some kick to it. Bright, too. Yeah, it sounds like a muff with the gain turned down. I usually dime the gain on muffs, so I'm not sure how I feel about that yet. Interesting. Very high mid-push sound with the tone all the way to the left. Modern kind of scoopy sound right there on the tone position. Ooh, bright and nasal. I'm sure there's going to be more of that all the way up. Oh man, yeah. We'll leave it right about there. That's where it sounded most muffy to me. Let's check out these switches here. Silicon on the outside, or silicone? Is it silicon or silicone? I always get them mixed up. And then LED in the middle. Got a bit darker there. That sounds like classic Muff to me. Try to demonetize me now, YouTube, now that I played it all bad and wrong. Interesting tonal shift from the LED to the silicon on this switch. Darker over here, brighter and more open on the LED. Balance that out with the tone knob. Yeah, total EQ shift. All right, we'll bring that back down. We'll check out this side now. Very mid-scoopy. Let's balance that out against bringing the tone all the way back again. Wow, this thing has got some variety in it. Major tone shift with these switches. I was expecting gain changes, but no, they're tone changes. I haven't even checked out the range of the sting control. Yeah, that disappears when you turn it all the way down. I like it all the way up. I like all that tonal adjustment. The variety in this pedal is not lacking. There's a lot of different sounds you can access. I'm still a little bit perplexed at the half gain thing. I'd love to be able to hear this thing at a full Big Muff gain level. I think it sounds good. It's probably the amount of gain that I should be using when I use a Muff. Try it with baritone. I want to try both of them with baritone. How about that? I really wish Squier hadn't sold out of these so quickly. They're such a great guitar. I hope that Squier comes out with some more affordable baritones because, man, it's just a bunch of fun. All right, let's check this thing out. I mean, that was a bunch of nonsense, but it sounds really good. I know that Black Russian Muffs have been a favorite of bassists and lower range instruments for a long time. Maybe that's what the half gain thing is all about. Like it's a better sound for lower range instruments to have a lower gain sort of setup. Yeah, it handles the low end like a champ. Certainly, just a lot of variety across those two switches and just kind of dialing around them with the tone control. Still, I want to know what you guys think about a half gain Big Muff style circuit. All right, I'm going to throw the baritone at the Kuiama. I still wonder if I'm pronouncing that right. I got to screw it back together at some point too. And then we'll call it a video. How about that? Tone bender with a baritone. I liked the sound of the black Nettle better with the baritone, but there's something about that little bit of high-end Velcro ripping going on right here. I like that sound. Let's try messing around with that trim pot again. That sounds better. I turned the gain all the way up too. Let's try it with the trim pot turned to the left again. With the gain all the way up. No, definitely sounds better with baritone with that trim pot turned all the way to the right for that more modern, heavy sort of sound. You know, let's get all the way crazy. I'm running 2 amps. Let's do a stereo split. 2 fuzzes, 2 amps, 1 baritone, and then we'll call it a video. All right, here's the Kuiama on one side while I'll leave the other side dry. And now the black Nettle on one side while the other side is dry. There we go. And now both. Ah, you can't tell me that's not fun. Someday when stereo fuzz, like mixing 2 different fuzzes in stereo, is the hot thing that everyone is doing, I hope you guys remember me and hope that I was doing it as often as possible, because I think it's a blast. I think stereo fuzz is where the fun really is. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, dislike, leave me a rude and nasty comment, support us on Patreon, buy a shirt if you're naked. Huge thanks to Point Reyes Pedals for sending these out to me to check out. Click the links down below. I think I have a link for the reverb shop. And otherwise, stay grounded. Bye, everybody.